Do not attempt the training techniques you are about to see without consulting a professional. Tonight on Cesar 911, Cesar must tackle a major problem. This NFL hopeful has a ferocious Rottweiler that's playing by his own rules.
Shadow actually attacked 2 dogs.
It was going to be a massacre.
One more attack can threaten the owner's entire future.
I could lose my scholarships, my whole football career could just end.
And then Cesar rides up to a Doberman pinscher that wants to attack anything on wheels.
What I saw was pretty bad. Balraxon bit my brother while he was riding his bicycle.
Cesar Milan is called to the rescue by friends, family, and neighbors whose lives have been turned upside down by dogs in crisis. Using everything in his arsenal, Cesar is answering the call.
I'm getting tense just by watching this.
You never know where Cesar will show up next. On Cesar 911. Cesar's first 911 call is to East Los Angeles, a neighborhood known for being tough and unforgiving.
East LA reminds me about where I started. Everybody speaks Spanish. The music that is played, the smells that are there, just feels like home.
Cesar was called to these rough streets by community college football coach Steven, who's concerned that his star player's ferocious Rottweiler is placing his future at risk.
Coach!
Hey, how you doing?
How are you, man?
Good, good. How about yourself?
Very young coach, man.
A little bit.
Yeah.
My name is Steven. I am a head coach and also offensive line coach at California Community College.
How about Danny? Good job! So, what's going on?
We have a case where Steve, one of our better players, is very coveted by a lot of major colleges. He has a big, giant Rottweiler. I'm definitely scared of Shadow. Shadow's a big, giant black Rottweiler, a very mean dog. You know, Steve's 315 pounds and he can't control it. I mean, it's just when these dogs were enraged, you never know what it'll do. Everybody in the community would be so excited to see him at the next level.
He represents.
Yeah, exactly. Thing is that all this talent, all this work that he's put in can be all taken away by a simple fact that his dog could have damaged some property or even hurt somebody, and then he'll be held responsible.
It does become a criminal act.
Exactly, and I mean, they've in cases where dogs will stick their head through the fence and he'll crush them. I mean,
So it hurt all the dogs already.
yeah,
This dog is dangerous. I'm just thankful the coach called me when he did.
that's why we need your help here.
All right, let's go find him.
Coach has arranged for Cesar to meet Steve and Shadow, and when they arrive, Steve is already in trouble.
Oh, there they are, right there.
Shadow.
What's up, guys? Steve, you're big as hell, man. You want me to give you a little hand, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
My name is Steven and I'm Shadow's owner. I've seen some pretty bad things growing up. Violence, gangs, killings, some things I wish I hadn't seen or heard. Throughout my middle school years, I found myself going through the wrong path. Then I found football. Coach and football practice kept me off the streets and out of trouble. I finally had some purpose in my life. Most of our neighbors' houses were broken into, and we knew that sooner or later it would happen to us. That's probably the main reason why we needed a big dog, and that's why we got Shadow. I got Shadow 3 years ago as a puppy. We had 2 other little dogs that tried eating his food, and he started growling. And my sister put her hand in the way to stop him, and he actually bit her hand, and she started bleeding. I was in shock because he was a puppy. Like, I didn't expect that. The bigger Shadow got, it was worse and worse for us to try and socialize him with other dogs. I'm 6'5", 315 pounds, and it's even a hassle for me to walk Shadow, especially once he sees another dog. His mindset is made.
In East LA, part of the culture is the reason why you have a dog is because it's going to protect you. You choose a really big dog, and you put him in the front yard, you tie him up. It represents don't come in. In reality, the dogs are going to build a lot of frustration.
The worst thing that has ever happened is that Shadow actually attacked 2 dogs. Me and my sister were actually walking him in the park, and a dog came up running towards us without a leash, without owner, and Shadow picked him up with his mouth and started shaking him. He just picked him up like it was nothing. There was an incident where I woke up like around 4 in the morning. I look outside my window and Shadow has another dog. The dog put its head inside through my gate and Shadow just took advantage of that. He got him and he wasn't letting go. The worst thing I think can happen to Shadow is he'd kill a dog and then they take him from us. And they'll probably put him down, and that's definitely something I wouldn't want. I'm just lucky that no one pressed charges from the first 2 attacks, and if it happens again, I can be held responsible. I could lose my scholarships, my whole football career could just end. That puts my whole future at risk.
Whoa, whoa. You want me to give you a little hand, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Yeah. He's agitated. Bring him over, bring him over. You see, here's the classic wire.
There's the wire.
All right. Wow, look at this. Heavy duty stuff, man. Steve was using the classic East LA cable and prong collar. A lot of people use this to control their big, powerful dogs, but it can have the opposite effect. If you use this stuff with tension, it can aggravate the dog, send him into a protective mode, and that can be very dangerous. Do we have any on the leash for me? That's how Mexican I am, Steve. We use ropes. That's very powerful, but not as effective as a simple little rope. Here, Steve.
Oh, are you sure? I thought Cesar was pretty crazy when he took off Shadow's leash and choke, and he put on that little rope. I mean, Shadow could snap that thing in a second.
Yeah, that's pretty tight. You got a lot of tight things here. See, the tighter they are, they get tense. There you go. This is easier. Right here, buddy.
After Cesar removes the cable leash and prong collar, it releases tension, and Shadow calms down. Now, he teaches Steve the proper way to handle Shadow.
Right, look. Football is all about formation.
Yes, sir.
Right? And then the coach, his job is to put you in the place where you are your best. Where he's at his best is right next to me. You always want to bring him here, right there. He's in formation. In front of me, too dangerous. When they're leading, you saw how we found you in the alley.
Cesar demonstrates how to keep Shadow calm, even when walking past the German Shepherd.
Look, just keep him right there. I'm gonna pass by. Let's go, buddy. Come on. So no tension, right? There, chill, relax. In control.
It was so amazing to see Cesar do what he does. He walked Shadow past the German Shepherd. Like, he didn't react to him. It was just something that's never happened before.
The way you hold on to a dog is really, it's not with a lot of tension. That's what makes him dangerous. I control with, look, three fingers, 100-something pound dog.
Yeah.
So that way you control the mind. If you control the mind, you control the body. You were trying to control the body, therefore you're not controlling the mind. You see it? Yeah. It's not the size. It's the understanding that gives you the leadership. Yeah? What you see different?
Oh, you're working miracles here.
I see this kind of aggression many times when people get this kind of dogs to protect them. Shadow has already built a lot of frustration from guarding the house. Then Steve doesn't play the role of pack leader, which forces Shadow to take the leadership and makes him want to protect Steve. When Steve adds tension to the leash, it only makes matter worse.
To develop a rehabilitation plan, Cesar wants to observe Steve on his daily walk through his neighborhood. Steve feels he isn't ready for the simple leash and opts for the wire leash and prong collar.
So this is where you normally walk? Mm-hmm. And what's gonna happen?
He starts getting real aggressive with the dogs in the house right there.
He's already out of control, you know? Ooh, ooh. Oh, yeah. Whoa. He was already out of control before he got there. It's like he forgot what I said about the dog next to you. Shadow was already in the front. I'm gonna kill those 5 little dogs. It was gonna be a massacre. Oh, yeah.
Cesar steps in to calm Shadow down.
Let me help you.
He changes the leash and snaps Shadow out of his aggression with a touch.
The foot tap is a light touch. It's something that I use just to snap the brain out of it from an excited state to help him refocus. Then we have to wait until the dog calms down. See, he's going through the transition of, I'm not going to be in control, so therefore I should move away. But your problem began as soon as, see, when you walk a dog in front, you lost control.
Now Cesar demonstrates leading Shadow calmly past the barking dogs.
As soon as you're here, he needs to be right next to you. And then by the time you come here, look. So regardless how these guys are, move over here.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right?
It was pretty unbelievable to see Cesar walk Shadow past all those dogs without him going crazy. It's something that has never happened before.
See how he lowers the head?
Yeah.
So every time he lowers the head, that means he's becoming submissive.
Now, with me?
Yeah.
Now Cesar wants Steve to walk Shadow past the barking dogs. He instructs him to keep Shadow behind him with a loose leash, or Shadow could become protective and attack.
When Cesar told me to walk Shadow past those dogs, I was definitely scared. I walk past these dogs every day, and Shadow always tries to attack them. Cesar told me just to stay calm and cool. I'm just trying not to freak out.
Go ahead. Beautiful. Now, right there, you give him affection.
For not reacting,
That's right.
I never thought I'd be able to walk Shadow past these dogs without him trying to kill him. But once I loosened the leash and had him walk behind me, it was unbelievable to see how easy it was.
What is your personal goal for your life?
I don't want my parents to work. They've been working their whole lives. Like, my dad, sometimes he doesn't even come home. He's just at work the whole time. I want for them to be proud of me, and then for me to just have them retire and give them a place to live that is going to be their own.
Steve is a great kid, and he has gone through a lot. I want him to achieve his goal, and I want him to be able to help his family. So if I can help him with Shadow, I will be contributing to his success, and that's the best part of my job. What's your goal for this guy?
Man, I want Shadow to be a social dog. I haven't been able to walk him in the park because I'm just scared he's going to attack a dog.
You want to see something cool?
Yeah.
All right, come on, let me show you.
Cesar has a surprise for Steve that's going to help him learn something new about Shadow.
I would like to see my dog being friendly. So I said, man, I can do that right now. I can show you the possibility. Hook me up right here.
Cesar has been working with Steve to gain control over his protective Rottweiler. Shadow has already attacked twice, and if he attacks again, Steve's future can be put in jeopardy.
I can be held responsible. I could lose my scholarships. My whole football career could just end.
Steve wants his dog to be social, but he won't let Shadow near other dogs because he is afraid there will be another attack. Cesar has a surprise for him.
Look, he got scared. He got scared. Look, he got scared. Look at that.
To prove to Steve that Shadow can be social, Cesar does the unimaginable. He brings the dangerous dog into his small RV, which is full of his personal pets.
You stay behind, all right? Go, guys. Go, move.
I didn't know he was going to take Shadow inside the RV. I was nervous because when he's been close to another dog, it wasn't good.
Come on, dude. What I want to prove to Steve is that Shadow's aggression is him acting out of protection due to Steve's tension. When you are a commissar leader with Shadow, he's perfectly suited to socialize.
It was shocking. It was beyond amazing just to see how quick Cesar got my dog to socialize. It's unbelievable.
This is good. There you go. My auto is good, Steve.
This is amazing.
I told you want to see something? Shadow never got to really socialize. He never really got to share space, affection, sniffing another dog rear. You know, simple things. He never got to do that until today. Shh. Junior, let him smell you. Nice.
Shadow has never played with another dog, and just to see him be so close to all those dogs, it was just amazing.
So I just want you to see that he has absolutely what it takes to be social. I want to keep this momentum going, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you got that winning streak,
yeah.
And I want to invite you to the DPC, which we have more dogs. I want to teach you other activities, so that way you can challenge him more, and you can practice that at home. You did awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you there.
The Dog Psychology Center is a 43-acre ranch where Cesar conducts his training and research. Assisted by his staff and personal pack of up to 20 dogs, the DPC is the perfect place to work with Steve and Shadow.
You right wire, Steve?
Yeah, I'm still trying to learn. How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing? How you
Good,
doing,
good.
buddy? Shadow have no problem socializing with my dogs in the RV. Who I really have to work with is Steve. We need to challenge Steve to become a calm, assertive leader, and Shadow will follow. I think one thing would be really good for you is to practice something outside the box, you know? I have a llama named Lorenzo at the DPC, and he can be a great training tool for Steve and Shadow. Is this the first time you meet a llama?
Yeah.
Steve has been so conditioned by his life and If LA that he carries that attention when he walks Shadow. Introducing him to the llama is kind of like my It's almost like snapping him out of the past so he can face his fears and focus on the future.
First, Cesar shows Steve that Shadow can stay calm around the llama without attacking.
You can learn a lot just by watching animals. Different species, you know, the llama doesn't know that's a Rottweiler. The llama doesn't know he can attack two dogs. What the llama knows is how he feels, the energy. In their world, that's who you are. What you are is energy. So if you're excited, you're nervous, you're tense, that's what you need to know. That's a good meeting. See the distance?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you go towards where the llama is. Look at you, right? Come on, see, you're big, man.
I know, but it's a llama. I don't see a llama every day, so I don't know in which way to approach it. Cesar told me, don't be tense. I mean, it's pretty hard when the llama's staring you down.
If Steve has it in it to become confident and calm around the llama, he will have a much easier time not to be tense around Shadow.
He's looking at me.
Yeah, of course he's looking at you because you're calming.
I hit people with practice and that, but a llama, that's weird.
Come on, Steve, get in there.
Wait, go inside?
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
Cesar points out how Steve's emotions directly affect Shadow.
How are you feeling?
I'm scared.
That's right. How does your dog feel?
Like he has to protect me?
That's right. So that's why it will be really hard for you to guarantee the llama that he's safe. All right, come on, Steve. Just go close. Do it to the fence first.
Oh, damn.
Steve, this is easier than football. I mean, it took a long time for him to just move closer to the fence. There you go. See how the llama is very tentative with you?
Yeah.
But the llama is just picking up on your vibe.
I think that was probably one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life.
Get closer, get closer. There you go. Just face your fear. I told look, he wants to mate with you, Steve. Just go in there.
All right. These don't kick, right?
Huh?
They don't kick?
No.
All right, cool.
No. The llama can tell that Steve is tentative and afraid. If Steve doesn't become calm and assertive, the llama will take over just like his dog. Just move towards him. Don't move away from him. There you go. Just move. You're moving away from him. You back him up. Just move towards him like a football player. Just go towards him. Towards him, Steve. Towards. There you go. Just there you go. See, there you go. Claim space. There you go. See how fear works?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're gonna bring your dog in.
Now that Steve has shown Cesar that he can fight his fear and stay calm with the llama, Cesar wants to see him bring in Shadow.
It's very important that Steve relaxes because Shadow can revert and attack.
If Steve's powerful Rottweiler Shadow continues to attack, Steve could be held responsible, jeopardizing his future. So Cesar has brought them from East Los Angeles to his dog psychology center to work on Steve's confidence with Lorenzo, a llama.
Just go in there.
They don't kick?
No. There you go. There you go. See, there you go.
I think that was probably one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life.
See, there you go. And now we're gonna bring your dog in.
Now that Steve has shown Cesar that he can fight his fear and stay calm with the llama, Cesar wants to see him bring in Shadow.
Don't think twice. Just go in there. Just walk. It's very important that Steve relaxes because if he walks his dog with tension, Shadow can revert and become protective and attack. Oh, there's the llama coming, buddy. There you go.
Do I bring it close to the llama?
Yeah. Grab the llama's muzzle. You're gonna take him for a walk right now. You're gonna walk a llama and a Rottweiler at the same time.
Cesar wants Steve to take Shadow and Lorenzo on a walk together. This is the ultimate challenge for Steve to overcome his fears and take control of two powerful animals at the same time. If he succeeds, he is on his way to becoming the calm, assertive leader Shadow needs.
Just grab the muzzle, yeah, there you go. Grab here. There you go.
I heard what Cesar said, and I don't want to be worried about Shadow, but it's hard to relax around another animal when I know what Shadow's been through.
There you go. That's good. The block is good. You know block. Block is what you do.
Yeah.
At one point, Steve got really relaxed, and that's when I said, that is right there, buddy. That is the meaning of walking with Mother Nature. Now you're doing it. Now can you feel it?
Yeah.
That's now you are in a calm, assertive state. Welcome, my friend. Steve comes from a group of people, and in that team, they have a pack leader. That is him. So he understands the meaning of leadership. He understands the meaning of pack. The leader gives the direction. Well, I already know that he can be a good pack leader with his team, with his pack, but he needed to do the same thing with Shadow.
After a long, challenging day, Shadow is rewarded with the opportunity to take his very first pack walk.
Now we bring him into the pack so he can do his first pack walk in his life.
Now it's time for Cesar to hand over the reins.
There you go. Welcome to your first pack walk, buddy. I'm really proud of Steve because he's going walking Shadow full of tension with chain and cables to becoming this pack leader who is capable to walk Shadow in any situation.
Being the pack leader with these dogs is similar to being the leader in the football team because they feed off of your energy. If you're scared, then what does that show for the rest of the teammates?
I hope you had a good time. Thank you for letting me teach you. Now, I want you to know that I'm going to have some surveillance cameras in your house so we can see your progress, and at the same time, where do we need to focus a little bit more. So again, we're not leaving you here. This is just the beginning, and thank you so much for coming to the DPC.
Thank you for help. I'm so thankful for Cesar's help. Now I don't have to be worried about Shadow jeopardizing my future.
Let's go. Look at him. That's a typical Roddy.
Cesar uses surveillance and hidden cameras to monitor Steve's progress. Will Steve maintain his pack leader status and keep his football dreams alive? Or will Shadow take over and return to his protective ways and attack once again? Cesar's next 911 call comes from whistleblower Eric, whose brother's dangerous Doberman attacks anything on wheels, including its owner.
You Eric?
How's it going, Cesar?
Good, and you?
I'm doing well.
Excellent,
Thank
man.
you.
Excellent. Nice bike.
Thank you. My name is Eric Wong. Kevin is my brother. Lily is his girlfriend. The neighborhood that we live in is fairly quiet. It's a nice suburb, great place to ride your bike, take the kids out to picnic at the park. My brother has a problem, Kevin, and his girlfriend, Lily, and it's in the form of their dog, Bowerman. Within the past couple months, I noticed Bauer does have phobia of people on bicycles or skateboards. I'm an avid cyclist. My brother is, Lily, with her triathlon training. So we can't ride bikes around Bowerman.
You kidding me? Your brother ever goes on a bike with his dog?
He can't.
No way.
Yeah, Bauer actually once snapped at and bit my brother while he was riding his bicycle right by him. Friends and family are very concerned because Bauer's out of control. I don't know what he's going to do. I can honestly say I'm afraid of Bauer.
All right, so let me go get my bike, and then let's go look for your brother.
Right, sounds good.
Eric has arranged a meeting with his brother Kevin, girlfriend Lily, and dog Bowerman at a local park. Caesar and Eric ride up on bicycles so Caesar can see the dog's reaction around wheels.
I'll go ahead and ride ahead and grab them.
Okay. In order for me to evaluate something, I have to have that object around me, in this case, a bike. So I said, let's go on the bike and see firsthand, how they handle the situation, how Bauer reacts to the situation. So we found Kevin and Lily, and Eric said, wait right here, and I'm going to show you. I'm just going to ride around, and you're going to see what I'm talking about.
Stop.
What I saw, and it was pretty bad.
Caesar is faced with a powerful Doberman on the attack. After observing the dog's aggression towards the owner's brother on a bicycle, the situation becomes too dangerous, and Caesar steps in.
We were definitely just shocked. We were like, oh my goodness, it's Cesar Milan.
Your dog wants to hurt your brother. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Good to see you.
My name is Kevin, and this is Lily, and our dog is Bowerman.
We had Bowerman about a year and a half ago. He was only like 9 weeks old when we got him. I wanted an athletic dog that I could go running and jogging and biking with, and a Doberman is a very athletic dog.
Bowerman is my first dog, and I love him to death.
He's super loving. He just loves to play. He's our baby.
The first real incident that happened with Bowerman was we would walk on the neighborhood, and he would bark at the little kids when they rode by on their bikes. And at first we were just kind of thinking, oh, it's normal, he's just on guard, but it seemed like it got progressively worse. I was riding my bicycle and Bowerman got loose from Lily and he bit me. It's a huge deal because, I mean, Bowerman attacks us and he can do a lot of damage to people he doesn't even know.
It's really hard for me to control him, and he's not even at his full height and weight yet either. My worst nightmare is that Bauer attacks a child, and that would just be devastating.
Bowerman's other issue is that he has extreme separation anxiety. Whenever we leave the house, he starts crying and whining, running back and forth uncontrollably. So it's hard for us to leave the house because his barking is annoying the whole neighborhood. And we've actually gotten a notice from the local Humane Society. The notice says that if it does continue, they will take Bowerman away from us.
I would just be devastated if I lost Bowerman.
So, tell me what you got this harness for. What do they tell you about it?
My trainer told me to get this one. She said because it helps pull from the front and back to help control him more.
Right, which you didn't get so much control
No,
over,
not
right?
much control at all.
People often make the mistake that by using a harness will give them more control, but if it's used wrong, it will be the opposite. When the owners try to hold the dog back by pulling on the harness, their dense energy feeds the dog's excited mind, and the dog will pull even harder, potentially become protective and attack. See, the harness, it works as long as the brain is not excited.
Okay.
This, what it gives you is this. So when you put yourself in this position, what it tells him is to pull the other way.
Okay.
Yes?
Caesar switches from the harness to a leash and shows the owners how to get Bowerman into a calm state while around bicycles.
When he sees a bike, let's go. What you do is, every time Bowerman sees a bike, he gets excited. So I give him a soft touch with my foot at the exact moment he reacts to the bike. That snaps his brain out of that excitement. Look at this. You gotta control the excitement. There you go. And then he goes into that state.
This is a crucial lesson for Bowerman's owners. If they want their dog to remain calm around bikes and other things on wheels, they must master Caesar's technique.
It's only that 1 second. That 1 second that the brain became too excited of the situation. And that's what the human snaps the brain out of it.
Caesar has a skateboard go by to see how Lily does on her own.
Leash all the way on the top. Okay. Ready for the 4. Not yet. 4. Now. There you go.
It was so cool when I gave Bowerman a tap with my foot, and he just snapped out of excitement, just like Caesar said. And then for the first time, he didn't try to attack.
See, when you catch it at the right time, you don't have to repeat it. Lily did a great job. She snapped him out of it at the perfect moment, and Bowerman did not attack.
Now that Lily has proven she can keep Bowerman from attacking the skateboard, Caesar takes things to the next level. Bowerman remaining calm around things on wheels isn't enough for Caesar. He wants to show the owners that Bowerman can go running on an actual bike ride. Caesar taught the owners how to snap their dangerous Doberman out of attacking people on wheels as they roll by. But now, Caesar wants Bowerman to run next to him on a bike ride. When the owner tried this in the past, Bowerman attacked him.
Bowerman stopped short, so I readjusted the leash, gave a simple tug as a correction. It works just like the foot tap. It snaps him out of his excitement and redirects his energy. When you are in a situation with a dog that has redirected his energy towards the object, you want them to learn to be with the object moving in the same direction. So I just knew that I was going to make Bauer focus on moving forward next to a bike. Every time Bowerman gets excited and doesn't move forward, I give him the correction with tug on a leash. I repeat the correction until Bowerman stops acting out. He will eventually know that the bike is not a negative. In fact, it gives him a chance to exercise, which is positive. It redirects his energy and his excitement towards running. Let's go on the road. Come on, Eric.
What are we doing wrong?
No, that is crazy.
This is the gait of a Doberman. Yeah. Look at how beautiful he runs. Woohoo! Now you're running with a Doberman, baby.
Oh my God, he's riding with him. How is that possible? Caesar must have replaced our dog with another brown Doberman.
I really had my doubts when we signed up for this, and it's worked.
Here he comes. Call him. You become the reward.
Good boy!
Bike, rollerblade, skateboard, whatever. Anything in wheels is going to help you redirect excitement quicker than anything else. In 10, 15 minutes, you got a dog drained.
That was amazing.
But Cesar riding a bike with Bowerman is just the beginning. The true success is gauged by whether the owners can take over.
For the dog to transform with me, that's where people see possibilities. But to me, that's not the transformation. To me, the transformation is when owner and dog do it together. There you go. All right, so you're going to do it this time. Remember, when you start, you don't want to start with the leash all the way in the bottom. You want to start with the leash all the way in the top, so that way you are in the front as you adjust yourself in the bike.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Put a leash all the way in the top. You move, and that's how the dog is going to follow you. And if he acts out and doesn't keep moving forward, you give him a correction with a tug on a leash. Once you get in motion, you start slowly letting him go. And then he's going to go. He's going to give you the gallop that he's comfortable in. And you're going to keep him in a certain position where you know he's not going to go in front of you. Ready? Your turn, buddy.
I can't believe I was going to ride my bike with Bauer for the first time. If I can do it and he doesn't bite me, it's going to be a miracle.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, you're leading the pack.
Okay.
We got to keep up with you. You always want to be as a pack leader.
Let's go down.
Nice.
Good job, Bauer.
There you go.
Good job, Bauer. At first, I was pretty nervous and Bowerman was tugging quite a bit. But once I kind of got my balance and confidence, I felt pretty good about it.
And then the rest is just balance. You just balance him up. Give him a little bit more. There we go. Now you got a dog running with you. Do you see the difference? Actually seeing the dog doing it with the owner, that's what transformation is.
I didn't even have to give Bowerman a correction. He was like a new dog.
Beautiful.
Let's go, Bauer.
Lower the arm. Lower. Yes. Nice. You get to see the true Doberman, the elegance of Doberman. That's the beautiful gait. You let the leash go, and he's going to go on the shade again.
Yes.
So that becomes his reward.
Okay. We did it. Bowerman ran next to me on the bike. It was awesome. Now I can take a bike ride with my brother and Lily and not have to worry about him fighting anybody.
Dude, your reward is you actually doing this.
Yeah.
Right here, let it go.
Let's go, Bauer.
Nice. Yep, he is going in the shade.
Now that Kevin has conquered a bike ride with Bowerman, and both he and Lily know how to control Bowerman from attacking anything on wheels, Cesar must tackle their most urgent problem, Bowerman's separation anxiety.
How are you guys? Welcome to Home Training Annex.
Thanks for having us.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Caesar's Home Training Annex is a 5,000 square foot facility designed specifically for working with dogs in a home environment. This is where he will work with Kevin and Lily on Bowerman's separation anxiety. Bowerman causes such a fuss when Kevin and Lily leave him at home alone that the neighbors have complained to the Humane Society. One more outburst, and the Humane Society can take Bowerman away from the couple.
All right, so I want to see how you do your preparation before you go away. You know what I mean? What's your style, your technique, your ritual? It's more like a ritual. Separation anxiety happen because people leave dogs in an excited state. And then when they leave and close the door, they feel trapped. The brain is trapped. So you have to take in consideration how he feels the way you left him.
So, let's see. Bauer.
What do you place?
Stay in your place. Sit.
Place. Sit.
Stay. All right, be good.
Cesar observes a Doberman in the midst of separation anxiety. One more complaint from neighbors about Bowerman's barking could force the Humane Society to take him away from the young couple.
What do you think? What state of mind was he in?
Still excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So remember, if he's excited, that's what makes him the believe to need to get out of it.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
you left him excited.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Bowerman will continue to act out in an excited state when the couple leaves the house, unless Cesar can teach them how to bring Bowerman into a calm state before they leave.
So that's excitement, see it? So that's the keys right there. Hey. No.
First, Cesar corrects the dog by a tug on the collar to snap him out of his excitement. The rest is patience.
Yawning is a transition where the brain goes from excitement to calming himself down, so they do yawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do that. So that's a good sign.
Okay.
What make the brain calm submissive is your energy, your patience, until he gets into a calm submissive state. And that's how he learned not to have anxiety when you leave.
Cesar instructs Kevin and Lily to try again, utilizing his lessons.
Yeah. He's in a calm submissive state. I go with you, Lily. Shoulders up, Lily. Yeah, you gotta be proud of this exercise.
I was thinking that after 5 minutes of us waiting outside, that there was no way Bowerman would still be waiting calmly on his mat.
Oh, you can just go towards.
Good
That is
boy.
fantastic.
And there he was, just waiting for us on his mat. And we knew we could give him affection while he was in that calm state. I'm so excited to practice this at home and surprise our neighbors with some peace and quiet for once.
So what do you think you can practice different in your house that you learned today?
The whole approach about the ritual about leaving and coming, we have to work on that and be consistent.
Yeah.
Make sure that both when we leave and come back that we're in a calm state of mind. And then hopefully that'll reflect on him.
Right.
You know, we do have our work cut out for us, but we're up for the challenge.
The things that Cesar taught us to handle our own dog was awesome.
It was like Cesar magic.
Cesar will use surveillance and hidden cameras to monitor Kevin and Lily's progress. Will the owners keep Bowerman calm as Cesar taught them? Or will he act out and force the Humane Society to take him away from the couple?
Come on, you guys. We're gonna get some tacos. I'll be right there.
After the dog owners have had ample time to practice what Cesar has taught them, he has everyone meet at the football stadium where Steve plays so he can review their footage. First, he sees how Lily and Kevin did with Bowerman.
So how's the bike?
It's awesome.
Cesar was originally called to stop Bowerman from attacking anything on wheels.
Surveillance cameras.
Cesar's first lesson was to teach Lily how to snap Bowerman out of his excitement with a leg tap. Lily tries the leg tap exercise on her own, but her timing is off.
You notice how you hesitated a little bit?
Yeah.
That second is very, very important because he's negotiating.
She tries again and succeeds.
There you go. That was good. That was perfect.
Next, Cesar watches Lily, Kevin, and his brother Eric go on a bike ride with Bowerman. Before they met Cesar, they could not achieve a bike ride without an attack. Using the lessons that Cesar taught them, Bowerman rides perfectly by Eric's side. Now the three can ride bikes together with Bowerman, like they always wanted.
It's fun, huh?
Yeah, he enjoys it too.
Yeah.
The couple's biggest concern was Bowerman's separation anxiety, which caused so much barking that the neighbors complained to the Humane Society, who threatened to take their dog away. Cesar sees that the couple followed his lesson of bringing Bowerman to a calm state before leaving the house.
So we're looking for signs from his ears and his eyes just to make sure that he's calm.
After a couple of tries, they finally succeed.
That was a good move, guys. He went into total calm submissive state. You guys move. That was the answer. That was really good. Well, I would say that you still have to learn a little bit more about your skills. You actually master the excitement. All right, let's see.
Next, Cesar watches the hidden camera footage of Steve to see if he has followed his advice and is behaving like a pack leader. Cesar went to East LA to help Steve control Shadow from seriously attacking other dogs, putting Steve's scholarship and football career in jeopardy. Cesar notices Steve making a critical mistake by letting the dog go through the gate in front of him.
Like here, what would you do different?
Wait for him to go behind me.
He can never, ever, like, come out of that gate before you.
One of Steve's biggest challenges was walking Shadow past his neighbor's yard without Shadow attacking. Steve uses the simple correction of the light foot tap right before Shadow's excitement escalates.
That was good timing.
And is able to remain the pack leader, even while walking past the neighbor's unruly dogs.
That was good. What are you learning?
Whatever I do has to do with whatever he does.
That's right. Once they know what you want, they give it to you. Well, I can't thank you enough. Of course, we gotta stay in touch. You know what I mean? Like I say, you guys, we all work in progress. You don't get to hear stories like Kevin and Lily and Bauer and Shadow and Steve, and where people want the help. The people are thirsty, they're hungry for somebody to come and help them.